I'm going to be telling you about 3 really good activities that you can use with your students to practice present simple. The present simple is super important. Your students are going to be using it a lot of time when they're using English in real situations. So we need to practice this in our classrooms. The present simple can be used for habits. For example, I never smoke, but I often go running in the park. It could be used to talk about thoughts and feelings. Jenny feels happy today. It can be used to talk about general facts, things that are often repeated. Mark has his hair cut once every month. There's many reasons why we might want to use the present simple. Another one might be for book summaries or movie summaries. The Titanic hits an iceberg, then it sinks. Jack drowns, but then Rose keeps the heart of the ocean. There's lots of reasons why we want to use the present simple. So I'm going to be going through 3 really good activities that you can really use in your classes today. I just want to quickly talk about the 180-hour higher certificate in TESOL. This is our very own online TESOL course. It's a level 4 qualification, and in that course we talk about time tenses in Unit 6 and how your students can form sentences in all of the different time aspects within present tenses, the past tense and future tense as well. It just basically gives you more of a grounding and confidence in how you can actually teach time tenses in your own classes, how you can get your students to really use these and feel confident to use them in real life language opportunities and when they're out there in the real world wanting to speak English. I've put the link just down below for you if you'd like to have a look at doing the online 180-hour higher certificate with us, and you get 20% off using that link, so you can check that out. All right, so we're going to move on to talking about these 3 different activities. Now, it's very daunting for a lot of teachers, even quite experienced teachers. If you're going through the book and you're coming to a couple of pages and it says, right, you need to teach the present simple tense. Okay, how do I do that? Okay, so I've got some sentences here. I'll write it on the board and I'll get the students to repeat that a few times, and I'll change some of the verbs and give them some different combinations, and they say that again, and you start running out of ideas. How on earth am I going to last this next hour just doing this? The students are already bored and I've only done like 90 seconds. What do I do? So these are 3 really good activities that you can use in your classes for teaching present simple. So the first activity we've got for you is called Yes I Do, No I Don't. And super easy, super fast, fun, it's spontaneous, and again it develops confidence and fluency in your students. And you can just this will last like 10 minutes. You can do another activity, you can return to this, use it as a warm-up, super easy. Okay, put 2 students into pairs, and then the first student will ask a question to their partner at the front of the class, and then the partner must answer the question, and they have 1 minute. And if they can ask a question correctly and then answer the question correctly using the present simple, then they score a point. And at the end of the minute, getting another pair, and very simply, the team with the most points after 1 minute is the winner. So just to remind you, how do you form a sentence using present simple? Very easy. If it's a yes or no question, to get a yes or no answer, just do or does plus a subject, for example, he, she, I, they, and then the verb, base form of the verb. For example, do you smoke? And then the partner would answer, yes, I do, or no, I don't. Or you can make it a bit more kind of complex, like, for example, do you spend a lot of money on clothes? And then your partner can answer, yes, I do, or no, I don't. If you want to, you can ask in the third person, does she spend a lot of money on clothes? Yes, she does, or no, she doesn't. And again, you have 1 minute. If you want to, you can ask other questions. For example, how much money do you spend on clothes? I spend £10 a week, for example, on clothes. And to do that, you just literally put in a question word, then do, does, plus the base form of the verb. Super easy. Again, we go through this in the higher certificate course. And this is a nice, simple way to practice the present simple. Very quick, very spontaneous, very fun, and your students will very quickly develop confidence and fluency and accuracy using this activity. The second activity is called Question Me, and this is a kind of a spin-off on the first activity. So you maybe you can start first as a teacher, you go into the middle, and each student will ask you a question and you will answer it. And you must tell the truth to everybody except for one person you can choose, and you lie to them. And then at the end of the activity, your students can work together to try to guess which was the lie. For example, how much money do you spend on clothes? I never spend any money on clothes. And then the next student, what do you think about pineapple on pizza? I love pineapple on pizza. And you can just go around answering these questions until you get to the end, and you tell the truth to everybody but lie to one person. But you keep a straight face. And then your students must guess which one was the lie. And it's lots of really good practice, lots of good questions, lots of good answers. Your students are listening. They're listening to you. These are all learning opportunities, lots and lots of good input. And then once you've had a go, students can go in there. So it's then their turn, and they can practice answering. And this will really develop, again, it develops their confidence and their accuracy in using the present simple. And the last activity is basically a mingle. It's like a questionnaire. So you give each student an A4 piece of paper, and they literally just write down maybe 15 questions using the present simple, all the way down the left-hand side of the page. And along the top, they just write down the names of all of the other students in the class. If it's a very big class, maybe just choose 10 people, something like that. They don't have to speak to everybody. Keep it manageable, keep it practical. And they just go around speaking to everybody, or speaking to their 10 chosen people, just asking the questions and then hearing the answers, and they really practice. And then you can be listening in, moving around, like making mental notes. Jonathan, he just made a mistake there. I'll remember that for later. I can give him that feedback that he needs. And just kind of lend support, ask questions yourself, give yourself a piece of paper, write down some interesting questions, and build that rapport, build that community in your classroom. Get your students used to you speaking to them and feeling comfortable with you. And this is a really good activity to practice the present simple. So you have yes, I do, no, I don't, question me, and the present simple questionnaire. And these are 3 winning activities that you can use with the present simple, and they'll work every time. Super simple, no real kind of preparation of materials. You can just go in there, bang, and deliver these activities and get some really good language results from your students that they will really benefit from long term, and they'll be able to have confidence in using these sentence structures. That's it. I hope that you enjoyed these activities. Again, if you want to have a look at our higher certificate course, it's an amazing, wholly online course that you can train to be a TEFL teacher from start to finish in your home or at the office whenever you've got free time. It's a level 4 qualification, and it's got 20 wonderful units that have been informed by the very latest methodology and the very latest research. It's taken 3 years to write, and it is an exceptionally good course, and it will prepare you very, very well for real classroom teaching. And even if you're an experienced teacher, you'll still learn a lot from this course. So if you've got something like 120 hour and you want that little pop-up, that little upgrade and move up to 180 to improve your CV, then choose our higher certificate and you get 20% off using the link below. All right, thank you very much. See you again.